How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all some ranked seasons gameplay. I'm going to be playing for the championship series, trying to go for a live series diamond. If we're able to get there, we're at 790 rating. I'm going to be going with the original team, the team that I was kind of using before trying out some of these 10th inning bosses, as well as Ichiro. Ichiro will be on the bench. Albert Pujols will be in at third base over Chipper Jones, simply because I want to see how his defense is. I've used him a couple times, and I wanted to see if he makes a significant difference over there at third base over Chipper Jones. Anyway, I feel like having Chipper on the bench will also be a great addition. I won't have to waste anybody if I don't want to play the matchup. I can just bring in the switch hitter, and it doesn't really matter who the opponent goes ahead and brings in. Anyway, let's go ahead and get right into this. First inning, line out with Ken Griffey Jr. for the opponent, followed up by a blooper that just gets over the head of Honus Wagner. I don't really know what I could have done differently to make that play, but it's kind of a crazy game already. So far in the first, I didn't allow him to score a run or anything, but I hit a line drive with Willie Mays to left field. Felt like I got that one, and just a line out to left to start it off after I drew a 4-pitch walk with Babe Ruth. Just barely under this one with Ted Williams, so unable to capitalize in the first inning here with this walk. It definitely has some good pitches to hit, but Hornsby with 2 down. I'm looking to try and get something going, and that one barely gets through the infield there, so we kind of have a 2-out rally right now going with 2 guys on base. We have Lou Gehrig up at the plate with Albert Pujols on deck. 2 down, he goes with the slider. I felt like I weighed on this one, but I might have just gotten barely under it and did not hit it into the gap or anything. But we will have Albert Pujols leading off the next inning with the shift. This opponent was definitely squaring up the ball up until this point. Didn't really know what to throw him. He sent me a friendly quit, but he had a bunch of games played, 200 games played. So I figured this would be a good matchup. I declined his friendly quit, and we've had some interesting things happen already in this game, but Albert Pujols is putting us on the board. 1-0 so far. I felt like I was a little bit late on that. Hit it the other way with a no-doubter. Squared this one up, maybe even a little bit better with Honus Wagner, and get a single up the middle. So a couple base hits in a row, an extra base hit. It was that home run. Now we got a single. Move the runner over with the bunt from the pitcher, and Babe Ruth just barely missed that one. I felt like I turned on it, but didn't get the barrel of the bat out in front, and did not hit it down the right field line. So didn't get rewarded on that. Following at bat, 0-2 count to Brooks Robinson. He's starting off this inning with a single, so I just scored a run. I know that this opponent's looking to try and tie the game up, if not take the lead. And I allowed him a first guy on base by an 0-2 count fastball sinker over the middle of the plate. Not really what you want to do. Anyway, we're facing Andre Dawson here. 1 down in the inning. He does have Brooks Robinson on second, so not really a threat to score on a single, and he's going for it. He's going for a home plate. Albert Pujols gets the ball in a little bit slow. I thought that I would have a chance at the plate right there, but now he's sending both runners on this pitch. I did miss on the inside corner. Had the perfect catcher's throwing meter input right there, and for whatever reason, he might as well just throw the ball over the fence because he threw it wide, and I did not get the caught stealing. That changes the inning completely, and like I said, Pablo Sanchez might as well just take this ball, throw it over the fence, because that's a 3-run shot from Cody Bellinger. We're down by 3 runs now, so the only other game I lost so far in this ranked season was I gave up a 3-run shot after hanging a pitch low in the zone. It was a very similar situation. I could have been out of the inning type of thing, and sometimes it's just a little bit of randomness that happens with the pitching in this game. But I'm looking to try and respond. I'm trying to get a couple runs back myself. A 3-2 count facing Clayton Kershaw. He throws a hanging curveball. Probably a good input, honestly. Just threw it over the middle, and I squared it up, hit it out. Now we have 1 run on the board. We need to go ahead and take some pitches. We need to swing out pitches over the middle of the plate, some pitches that I can do some damage with. Ted Williams up, and he's going deep. That time I did get the barrel of the bat out in front. I pulled that fastball unlike before with Babe Ruth. That's kind of the difference right there. If I swing a little bit earlier with Babe, then it's a no-doubter, similar to the one with Ted Williams. But anyway, I got a base knock with Rogers Hornsby. He's on first base. Lou Gehrig lines out to left. We have Albert Pujols up once again and ground into a double play. That was a horrible at-bat, 2-0, curveball below the zone, and I swung at that, chased it, and kind of bailed him out in that situation. You can't afford to give away opportunities like that. You cannot afford to just give away outs in this game, especially in the video game, but that's just the way it goes. If you do so, then the opponents are going to be able to get something going right away. They're going to be able to chip away, if not take the lead. So I had to play the matchups. I took my pitcher out in about the third inning. Andrew Miller is in the game, trying to get a couple innings out of him if possible. I had to go to him right there simply because even though I had my pitcher spot up, I had to play the matchup. I didn't want to give up any more runs. This game can't get out of reach, and it's only a one-run game now. So Honus Wagner leads it off with a double, and I want you to keep in mind with this at-bat, this opponent is going to attack the up and away pitch. He's going on the outer half of the zone. First pitch with the fastball, second pitch with the slider. I expect him to come inside. In this pitch right here, he does indeed. He throws a slider, and now I expect him to go right back to that pitch where he thinks I'm not looking for it. He thinks it might have me off balance. He's going to go for the up and away fastball, and we send it deep with Pablo Sanchez, the creative player. So even though we don't have Chipper Jones in the lineup, I still have Chipper Jones' swing on my creative player. So the very next batter, Babe Ruth, is sending one deep after the pitcher spot. He goes deep. So back-to-back home runs in this inning, not necessarily in a row, but two solo shots similar to previously in the game where I hit back-to-back homers. This very well could have been a back-to-back again. I mean, Willie Mays squares that one up to left field, just lines out. It's unfortunate when you square the ball up like that, but you just hope that sometimes you will get rewarded on the late swings or swings that you have poor input. That's just the way the game is. That's just the way the game can play. But somewhat randomness on the pitching side as well. I mean, I threw that fastball to Griffey, just barely caught the corner. I threw the same type of fastball, and it was outside. Now we're going with Bellinger. I'm trying to attack that side of the zone. I feel like I got him in a certain spot where I have him a little bit off balance. Not completely because he's still having some good at-bats, but he did not hit any home runs. And just like I mentioned a little bit ago, I wasn't really getting rewarded on some good squared-up swings. Of course, on some of them I hit out, but on some other ones they were lineouts, and then a late week hit will drop in there every now and then. Try and take advantage of it, or you can be a fool like I am and swing at the first pitch, ground into a double play, and gift him 2 outs that he probably should have had anyway with those inputs and those swings. But I got to the middle part of this game, felt like I could get an out here facing Frank Thomas, and that is never a good thing. You don't want to face Frank with the lefty. He sends that one deep. I missed over the middle, but this guy's having some good at-bats. I mean, I just started to barely miss the ball here in the later innings. I mean, since I scored on the 2-run homer from Pablo Sanchez and the home run from Babe Ruth, I've kind of been shut down the last couple innings here as we move into the 7th inning. I mean, this guy was taking a lot of pitches. I threw about 70 pitches with Kershaw before taking him out in the 3rd inning. Then every single reliever that I've brought in up until this point has gotten into the yellow in terms of energy and just made it really difficult to pitch. So right there, I went to back-to-back sinkers in the same spot, kind of up in the zone again. One was above the zone, one was in the zone, and then he hangs the forkball over the middle. I don't know what to do when it comes to pitching, but luckily Albert Pujols saves the game on this crazy play. He jumps over the ball and still makes the play. It warps into his glove, and he gets up and throws out the runner. So that kind of changed this entire inning. If he gets that leadoff guy on, you never really know what's going to happen. He could have very well tied up the game in this one, if not taken the lead. So Albert Pujols hits a home run. He saves the game so far in this one. 6-5, bottom of the 7th. He brings in his Andrew Miller, and he was really mixing in the slider. I just could not hit at this point in the game. As you see here, a swinging bunt from Ted Williams. Just really poor at-bats, unfortunate, and was not able to consistently square up the ball throughout this game. But this game has a pretty intense ending here. It's only a 1-run game. I mean, 6-5, top of the 8th. He's down to his last few outs, and he's got some good hitters up. I was trying to throw him off balance with the off-speed pitch, the forkball, the slider, and here I'm going to hang it. He rips the slider into the gap. So he swings very early on a pitch right before. I went with the slider, barely missed the hoop, and he hangs it. Smashes that one into the gap for a double. So top of the 8th inning, and we have 2 down. Luckily, I got the next out, and Kenley Jansen is in the game. I'm going to go ahead and try this cutter on the outside corner. The best pitch I've thrown on the entire game, and he somehow early on that hits it with the foul ball, and I have no idea how that even happens. We're going with the cutter on the inside corner, and luckily he hits it to first. Lou Gehrig misses it. I don't really know what's going on, but flips it to Kenley Jansen, and we somehow get the out. So Albert Pujols has a chance to really break the game open, and he grounds into another double play. So I chased that pitch. That was a pitch I was looking for low in the zone. I still swung on top of it We're in the top of the 9th inning. Kenley Jansen looking to close this one out to get the last 5 outs of the game. Really didn't have anyone else to go to in the bullpen. I mean, everybody was tired to begin with. I needed a good outing from my starting pitcher, which we did not get. There's 10 hits apiece in this one, 6-5, which seems like a pretty average game. I mean, in terms of gameplay, it's been pretty weird. At the same time, I would say for the most part, we've had some good swings, you know, a lot of solo shots, a lot of good swings. This guy's probably had more consecutive base hits. He's probably strung together more hits than I have, but he's going to have one heck of an at-bat here with Brooks Robinson. A 1-2 count. I thought this one was going to get by Pablo Sanchez earlier in the game. I mean, he has 99 arm strength, 99 accuracy, could not throw the runner out at third base. That was a big play in the game. He had a 3-run shot. That's been where most of his runs have come from, but at the same time, I can't really say that that's been the difference of this game. I think that his ability to foul pitches off, have really good at-bats, not really swing at too many bad pitches, has really been the difference. That's why he's been kept in the ball game right here. Here he's going to my favorite player off the bench with Ichiro as a pinch hitter, and he's really one swing of the bat from really winning this game. I mean, in the top of the 9th here, he's going to line out to Albert Pujols, who tags out the runner for a double play. I've never seen that happen. That was the most wild play I've ever seen in MLB The Show. I was on the verge of losing this game. Now we have 2 outs with the guy on first base. I've never seen anything like it. This guy hits a fly ball, and he's going to go ahead and turn off his console. I completely understand, man. You had that victory. I have no idea what just happened, but we get the win. 10 hits to 11 hits, 6-5. We move into the championship series on one of the craziest endings I've ever seen in a sports game in general. Just almost like he had the win in the bag and somehow hit a cue shot with Ichiro to the third baseman, Pujols, and Cal Ripken Jr., who led off the inning with the base hit, was just frozen there. He just stood frozen at third base. But we get a diamond card for championship series, 49 home runs. I think this is the same exact diamond card I pulled from the last time I made championship series. I think this is DJ LeMahieu once again. Yep, it certainly is. So another 85 diamond. The only time I haven't gotten an 85 diamond is when I've won cards in events. Every other time in World Series or Championship Series, I've gotten these diamonds where it's just 85 overall. I think it's an 85 to 94. I'm not really sure. It might be 85 to 89, but we get an 85 every time. So thank you guys for watching this video. I'm College Lefty. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.